Episode 87, Brooklyn Sumner houses in the fucking building. Illa Ghee, what's good, man?
Slap Jose Baker, man. What's good?
Thank you, man, for joining us. You make it banging. You put good music. You come on the show. You chop it up. And so we're happy to have you back. It's been a couple of years since we, chopped it up.
It don't seem like it, but yeah.
I know. That means we're getting old. That's what that means. So, this is episode 87 of Carrying the Culture Show. Real quick, if you guys got any questions for Illa Ghee, please use the questions feature below. I can pull them up and weed them out. If also, like on the page, if you get on any fuck shit, you guys send you home. That is where you belong. So we're going to jump around, yo, if you don't mind. There's a bunch of, since I last had you on, a lot of things have been happening and shit. So I just want to, popcorn around and see what's good, man. So, and thank you again for rocking with us, though. I appreciate that.
Of course, man. Of course.
Yo, I've been seeing a different side of you the past year or two, and it's been fun to see. And I'm sure other people have maybe, I don't know. For me, because I don't see everything that everybody does, but I've been seeing you dancing to house music, which I love. I'm a house head. I'm like, oh shit. I've been seeing you doing love songs and stuff. So take us there, man. I mean, it's been nice to see this side because I didn't know it really existed, to be honest.
Yeah, see, everybody don't realize I am love and hugs, man. I'm love and hugs, man. Everybody think it's like it's just pure abuse. That's the past, man. That's alleged. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just had this show. I said I'm gonna surprise the shit out of people. People don't even know, I could dance too. So I was like, all right, let me get my belly rubbing, my belly rolling, and do a little dance. I was in Vegas, so I was like, fuck it, something to do.
Yeah, no, I mean it's cool, man, and I appreciate it as a fan. It's like, oh, and like you said, I mean, we met briefly in New York one time. We've chopped it up. You've been on the show, but in terms of I don't know a lot about you and stuff like that as far as personality wise. So it was cool. And all that was really on your page a lot was a lot of the music and stuff, which is good. But it was been cool to see the funny shit, man. You've been having me dying. That fucking the slap host bacon shit that you did had me on the floor. Yo, I'll be sitting there getting bent just watching that shit. So I love that. What have you been up to though? As far as I know, the last album Vocabulary Hercules dropped. That was in 2021. What you got going on right now?
Well, I'm trying to figure out to give. I want to give something to I only want to deal with the Illa Army. Anybody anybody that's gonna cop anything I drop, that's the Illa Army. There's no other stuff. That's all I want to deal with, and I want to do something special for them. You know what I'm saying? I want to come up with a project where, for those that cop it, they get these other songs free. So that's what I'm really, doing now. Still recording, about to get ready to film season 3 of New York Minute. At least, we started, but then COVID happened, and then
right. Right. And it's funny that you mentioned that, man, because it seems like a lot of artists are doing it. I've had some people say to me, on the real, why would I put out all this shit that maybe a lot of people aren't going to buy right now? I'm going to put it out for people that really fuck with it.
That's all you just want. I only want to deal with them, man. Everybody else, I mean, it's cool that you support. Make a Spotify page or something and support that way if you're going to stream it, if you're not going to buy it or attempt to buy it. But, if you say you want to support the art, support the art. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to show up if y'all want us to come through and, you keep claiming, I'm an underground MC and so on and so forth. You got to show up. You got to show up and so, get the music and show up at the shows and all that other stuff. So,
no, facts, man. And that's a big part of it. It's we hear the chirping, and then it's and I'll be honest with you, it's so easy. It sucks that it's so easy to get music now, though. It's in terms
that's
of
you can buy a ham sandwich anywhere, but it doesn't mean it's good. You know what I'm saying? Or good for you. No, I don't eat that shit, so it doesn't matter.
Quality is job one. Yo,
Chuck the Swave Settler in the building.
and take us through the vocabulary Hercules shit, man. As far as like the mindset behind it, I want to get into how you decide the names of your joints too, man. Like where do you get the Jesus? Was it Jesus and better?
Jesus and better drugs, yeah.
What's the thought process? What's the Illa Ghee thought process behind first of all, behind vocabulary Hercules?
All right, vocabulary Hercules. My brother, Sean, we did a song, and so I forgot which song it was, but I think it's probably Neosporin. I was like, I'm most certainly the Black Ron Burgundy. You heard of me. Street surgery. I put a bullet in your perjury. Hollow tip mercury. Everybody's here for one purpose, and that's to hear vocabulary Hercules. In my mind, I was like, holy shit, that's dope. So I was like, all right, people say, I rhyme different or whatever. They want to say, they claim I use, big words or whatever the fuck they want to say. Or I know I like putting words together that seems like it doesn't match. So I was like, vocabulary Hercules. All right, this is what we're going to roll with that. So, I think the two words together is, I feel I'm different. I rhyme different than, most anybody.
Suede cigarettes. Fucking, I love that shit. Fried apple juice. Like, I be like, what the fuck is this nigga thinking right now? Like, I asked myself that question when you told me that was going to be, it's like, what is he? It
all started with Angel Dust and Waffles. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, it really didn't catch on until Angel Dust and Waffles. And because the first one was like Bullet in a Bracelet. Bullet in a Bracelet, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one that told Prodigy about diamonds and guns. So, I told him about my cousin, you know what I'm saying? My cousin, they didn't, back in the days when people were hustling, when we was hustling, doing our dirt in the street, they didn't buy clothes. Him and his partner, they didn't buy clothes. All they bought was diamonds and guns. And I was telling Prodigy about that, so that's how they get the diamonds and guns on Shook Ones. So I would just say I just changed it a different way and called it Bullet in the Bracelet. So then from there,
I didn't know that shit, son. I thank you for sharing that. I did not know that about the that Shook Ones history right there.
Yeah. So then I think I told the story. I don't know if I took it down, but I told the story about that. Havoc always claim, Havoc like to give me the credit, like, yo, son, you're responsible for Shook Ones. No, I'm not. I was a part of it, but I wasn't. It took like 5 things for Shook Ones to happen. And, I had broken down as that, actually Shook came from Havoc brother, bless his soul, TJ. Because we was in Long Island, he spoke and whatever, and he was just like, dudes is, get locked up and be scared to come back to the street. They be shook. And everybody was like, oh, that's crazy. So he's like, oh, shook. And then the other part was, I told P about the diamonds and guns. And Hav had made the beat, but originally Hav didn't like the beat.
Right, because Twins told me that. Like, Twins tells me that.
Yeah, Hav didn't like the beat.
He was going to try
Hav was about to erase it. Twin grabbed his hand.
Right.
And told him, what the fuck is you doing? And
right,
he was like,
right.
I don't really. Twin was like, are you crazy? This shit is stupid. Hav finger was on the button, about to erase it. He was about to cut it off. Twin grabbed his hand, and it was just like, that's like the whole thing, of how Shook Ones part 2 happened. Right?
Yeah, and I didn't know. Thank you for sharing your part, and I didn't know that part. Twins told me the shit about the that he was like, I was going to delete that shit. It's like, no. And so when you think about that, man, that perhaps changes the course of history right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It changes the course of history.
Yeah.
Like, because who knows what the lead single would have been? Who knows if it would have gotten that much juice? Like, who knows? We don't know, right? Like, so
exactly.
That's crazy.
So it started with Bullet in the Bracelet, and then it I believe I did Myrtle and Troop after that, and then I probably came up with Angel Dust and Waffles.
Angel Dust and Waffles.
And if I knew about marketing, like that did good. That from the name alone, everybody was interested. So we just me and my boy Dom Dirty. I think we joked around and said something to us like Angel Dust and Waffles, and we laughed so hard. And I just made it to that, what I'm saying? It's just like, good food that drives you crazy. So, you know, from that, and then it was just like, all right, so I just kept it rolling with, you know, Suede cigarettes. You know, cigarettes is bad for you, but people keep smoking it. And you know, in hip hop, bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. So if you know, fuck your lungs up with a cigarette, imagine smoking a Suede cigarette. So, you know, I'm just saying my music is just a Suede cigarette. It'll destroy you
Right.
worse than anything. And then social graffiti. Social graffiti was about, you know, people that see graffiti, they never see the art. All they see is the vandalism in it. Just like hip hop, for a lot of times people never seen the art in hip hop. All they heard was the curse words.
Right.
So I just say my music is a social graffiti. If you look at it long enough, you'll see the beauty in it. Right. If you listen to my music long enough, you'll hear the beauty in it rather than just noise. For people that, you know what I'm saying. So then there's what? Angel Dust and Waffles is hilarious.
Well, yeah, we got fried apple juice.
Fried apple juice. Now, just think about it. Do you know how thick your flow has to be to fry apple juice? Do you know how crazy your flow has to be to fry apple juice?
Fact. Look at that.
So that's you know what I'm saying. That's it.
Yeah, and Jesus and Better Drugs. Have you gotten any pushback on any of these albums? Like
no,
like, oh.
not at all. Jesus and only person that probably didn't like the title of Jesus and Better Drugs is my manager, because you know she's like super religious on the low, somewhat. And you know, it was funny to me because if you look close, I told the guy who did the cover, I told him to put coke on Jesus' nose and his hairs.
I'm looking at it right now. So
I was just saying, pretty much, shouts to Toronto. I'm just pretty much saying, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? My flow is so crazy. Everything is a feeling. So all I name my stuff is about a feeling. So I'm just saying my flow is so crazy. You're either going to need Jesus or you're going to need better drugs.
Better drugs. Hell yeah, yo. So you had mentioned earlier that people said your flow is different, and it is different, big words and stuff like that. And I don't know if we talked about it the last time we chopped it up. That was 4 fucking years ago. So I do want to ask you though, as far as like influences for you, personal influences, and we did. I know we talked a little bit about some underrated MCs because you brought up Chill Rap G, so I wanted to talk about that too. But as far as like some of the people that shaped Illa Ghee's flow, whether local cats or just whatever, where that came from.
It's just, I mean, I just remember. All right. I mean, my cousin back in the days, him and my brother used to sneak me out to hip hop parties when they were supposed to be babysitting me, and they used to tell me to shut the fuck up and sneak me to parties or whatever. I was super young. I ain't belonging there. But my cousin was the type to build his own speakers. You know, my brother was, for that era, my brother was like one of the nicest. My cousin was nice. My cousin didn't give he didn't care. He'll battle anybody. And so that just was, you know, I started rhyming when I was like 9. My own, you know what I'm saying, just rhyming 9. So I would give it to my cousin and my brother. And the whole thing of, like, later on, bless his soul, I remember me and Prodigy at his grandmom's house, sitting on the couch in the living room. This when everybody had a super uproar about Nas. And we was like, man, on the real, we was like, man, fuck that. Fuck that, nigga. We're going to rhyme better than anybody. Like, we're going to make sure our shit is different. And, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you just don't sound like nobody.
Right.
Same to you, Nubia Niles. Same to you, mama. So that's what, you know, that's what really, really, and, you know, a lot of things I still carry over today, a little bit of what we did, because, like, a lot of the times, like, those basement tapes that we made, you know, Prodigy was smart enough to buy, like, studio equipment when they first got their record deal with 4th and Broadway. And people don't know Prodigy used to do beats first. Havoc came out there Havoc came out there, stayed at Pete Grandma's crib for 2 months, and he learned that shit and became Havoc on another level.
Word. Yo, so you said after the 4th and Broadway deal, that was the peer pressure joint was on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the deal you're talking about when they so they bought a company. I didn't know that this guy was producing that was doing his thing first as far as that.
Yeah, he was doing the beats first.
That's
And
crazy.
then Havoc came out there. P had the ASR 10, the Tascam board with the 2 tapes.
I know the Tascam joint.
Had the microphone. Yeah, and that was it. Used to make. I even made a beat one time. Like, well, you'll never hear that song. But it was menacing. That was just like, you know, that Mobb Deep sound developed in Hempstead, Long Island at P. Grandma's crib.
Wow, that's dope, man. Thank you for sharing that. So, I want to talk a little bit about some of the, because somehow I remember last time we talked distinctly that Chill Rob G's name came up, and as far as like,
if you a hip hop head, we probably made fun of it when we was younger because people didn't listen or whatever. But if you listen to what I think Classes in Session.
Court is in session. No, it's fire.
Court is in session, yeah. Chill Rob G caught a body on the low.
Oh,
Nobody
yeah.
give him credit for that.
No.
Like, there's a lot of like secretly, if you listen to lyrics and how we did for back then, Chill Rob G caught a body.
Yo, Chill Rob G was nice. And it's funny because I've talked to a bunch of cats, Breeze, Bruin, some like bunch of cats, and I just say, you know, influence, whatever, you know, who slept on. His name comes up a lot. You know what I mean? Like, so who else was for you? I could say maybe deserves their flowers. Who else from back in the day that like maybe gets overlooked? Because that's the thing. It was a lot of competition back in the day, and a lot of cats flew under the radar, man. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, there's quite a few that was nice that names don't come up. I mean, if you listen to it now, maybe, you know, I would say, I don't know about. Lyrically, I'm pretty tough. I'm pretty tough because a lot of times you get the best of MCs on their first album or the first time. You know what I'm saying? Because they're innocent. They ain't worried about sales. It's pure, the heart. It's from the heart. It's from the, you know. I have to be the dopest. I have to be. Then once the industry corrupts your mind and everything, and then, you know, a lot of people, you know, all right, Nikki is Nicole. Lyrically, Chubb Rock made good songs, but lyrically, no. No, not going to say Chubb Rock. Not going to say that.
You're not going to say Chubb Rock.
The people that puts lyrics first. You know what I'm saying? I'd say there's a couple people ahead of their time. I told Kool Keith he was ahead of his time. I used to think he was a lunatic. But he was way a fucking ahead of his time. Like, he was brave back then to try the shit that he tried. Very brave. I told him, me and my boys used to make fun of Kool Keith and them all the time. But then I listened and realized of, you know, the risk he was taking. No. Nikki is Nicole. I'm about to tell you to get off in a minute. Bless Just Ice. But lyrically, no.
So you're okay. So let's clarify, because here's the thing, Illa. Like I love Just Ice and I love Chubb Rock. So then, we got to clarify the criteria. So you're looking at like just straight bars. Is that what you're looking at?
A tough, like in different eras. I can't give a top 5 because everybody in their different era was a problem. You know what I'm saying? Especially in their young age, it was a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, back. If you go to the beginning, it was, you know, people don't even realize the original song in hip hop is King Tim III, and that's the same. You know, that's like the original hip hop song.
I've heard people speak on that, but wait. So if you don't like,
and hip hop stuff, and I'm gonna throw this out there, hip hop started in Brooklyn, so that we gonna start that foolishness. Hip hop really started in Brooklyn and Farragut houses.
I listen, talk about that shit, because when I talk about this stuff and share that, like, yo, there's a contingent and that says that it was going on in Brooklyn before, you know.
4 years. 4 years before anybody know about hip hop. Hip hop was going on in Brooklyn and Queens.
Well, yeah, and are you speaking about, because there's different levels to this shit. Are you just speaking about the rap shit? Because the B-boys and the DJs were doing shit. All this stuff was going on, because you can't say, right? Here's the thing: we can't say that shit just started on whatever date in 1973. No. Like it just started that day.
It was, we talking about 68 though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You said
not 73, 68. And every one of these people in this documentary said we never heard nothing from the Bronx. Even Harlem. Even Harlem.
You said in the Farragut houses, right?
Yeah, Farragut, Brooklyn. Grandmaster Flowers.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've definitely heard that.
So I love that. And the source that I got it from, which made me look it up, was none other than Chuck D. So if Chuck D wouldn't have said it, I wouldn't have never looked it up.
Right.
It's called the Forefathers of Hip Hop. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that part, man. I didn't know there was a documentary on it. I've just heard like the Founding Fathers.
Founding Fathers of Hip Hop. Yeah, Founding Fathers of Hip Hop.
Okay, yeah, that's good insight right there, man. Because I've heard this over the years a long time, man, and so I'm glad there's a place to like actually get some information about it. So let's go back to these MCs. So,
yeah, the MCs. So in the beginning, like you got Kumo D, a young Kumo D, young Melly Mel, lyrically, right? Now when you go past that, who was after those? Then you got like the era. No, then you got G-Rap, you got Kane, you got
Rakim.
You got Rakim. These dudes change shit.
Yep.
You had Ice Cube. You had that's quite a few dudes. People made noise, but like lyrically, they wasn't people, because there was other people that was into it that did good, and they was, what's the name? See, Nikki Nicole, now you're fired. That's it. Special ed, no, get off the line. Nikki is Nicole. Super electric hugs. Get off the line.
All right, so holler at me, yo. Because holler at me. So you're looking at from a bars perspective.
Bars perspective, KRS, I'm talking about KRS-One, what I'm saying, all these people, like, the Nas first two albums, the, Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt. And, like, it's just, like, everything. BK's Q-Tip, hell no. Bless Q-Tip.
Come on. Now, come on, Q-Tip.
I would go with Common. I would go with Common because Resurrection album, I love that album.
You talking strictly bars.
I love Resurrection.
Because listen, Just Ice, when fucking Going Way Back comes on, I lose my mind. But if I'm talking, so you're talking just straight.
Lyric, that's a song though. Going Way Back.
You're talking bars. So you're talking bars. I got you. Yeah. I get it. I always like clarifying, because if we're talking about two different things, then I'm like, if she's talking about two different things and we're scratching our head. So like, we're talking straight bars, and yeah. And so if you're looking at that.
Yeah, I'm talking about MCing. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like MCing, saying something slick. I'm talking about, for me, it's when people say something slick, and I'll be like, God damn, I wish I would have said that.
Right. Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, hold on, bring that back. What he said? You know what I'm saying? Because there's difference in songs. Like if we do songs, Tribe Called Quest, amazing. Right, you know what I'm saying? As far as Just Ice, yes, LaToya was great. Yes, my shit was Cold Getting Dumb. I used to want to push shit on the ground. You know what I'm saying? That was dope to me, like Cold Getting Dumb. And you know what I'm saying? Those are songs. You know what I'm saying? But lyrically saying something crazy, like,
okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like it was. It's a lot of different people, a lot of MCs, but usually their first to second album, people was problems, like super problems.
Let's talk about this though, because like So you're looking at the eras and stuff. It seems like to me, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, like completely 100. Look, I'm a little younger than you, but like not by much. But the earliest shit. So before 84, I mean, I came into this as a B-boy, but before 80, 84, 85, really, to me, things changed lyrically around then. Like the early shit, 81, 82. I mean, listen, I respect Melly Mel and all that stuff. I wasn't fucking with that. Like.
But the message was a game changer.
It was.
It
But
was
I'm
a
saying
game.
lyric.
But
I'm
that
saying
era,
lyric.
you got to think about that.
And
you got to think about that era, though. That era was a game changer. Game changer.
Of course. Look, so bad example. I'm saying my point is I wasn't rocking with like the party over here rap like at that time. Like,
that's busy.
That's why I mean I couldn't. I wasn't fucking with that. Like I didn't get into that, and so I mean I didn't. So lyrically, shit kind of to me shifted with the when LL dropped his shit. I didn't even Run DMC was hard.
Excuse me, I have to mention LL. Yes.
Like when that shit came out, radio changed to me was a game changer, and then it led us into what I consider the gateway to the golden ages. Golden era is Paid in Full, but which to me was a gate. To me, that's still one of the best joints of all.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, no, of course, the message is still broken glass everywhere. Of course, man. I'm just saying, like, as far as that on the stoop rap from the early 80s, lyrically, that didn't do it for me. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, so, you know, but of course, these cats are legends. Yo, what's the state of the game right now, man? What's Illa Ghee's State of the Union?
I mean, that hip hop and rap is, so people have to understand hip hop and rap is two different things. Rap is the business, hip hop is the culture. So hip hop as the culture has not changed. It's still there. You have to look and find it. Everybody's so focused on being signed and being inside the the rap business. And so, and the rap business is about energy. You know what I'm saying? The guys today, it's really about energy. But they're slightly moving towards lyricism in their way, if you listen. You know what I'm saying? They're starting to tell more stories and it's not just party turned up. You know what I'm saying? This is why Cardi B was so successful. She made a complete album, with different moves, different topics, different things. This is why Nicki Minaj was successful. This is why Drake is so successful. So people can't say, you know what I'm saying, then now they count the J. Cole's and all this, and, and that is, if you look, some of them, you know what I'm saying, they're slightly understanding that, when they do interviews and you being an artist, no matter what, even though the flow is different and it's their version of it, they know they have to rap still. Now their age is getting into, let me hear what he's saying. He snapped. You know what I'm saying? Like for us, when somebody got busy, they caught a body. For the young guys, they like, oh, he's snapping now. Still. You know what I'm saying? They still got to show up for their generation. This generation is starting to move towards lyricism.
No, I've seen that in some areas. You know what I mean? I've seen it with some. I mean, listen, there's intelligent young people. It's funny. We can't just shit on the young kids. I mean, I shit on them but at the same time, I know there's 20-year-olds on my page that are like more mature than some fucking 40-year-olds that I know. So like,
it don't mean you're mature. Sure don't.
It just means you're old. I mean, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. I did actually want to go back a little bit. I had a question as far as back in the day. What's personally, career-wise, and I guess it also would say like era-wise or year-wise, as far as the culture-wise, what's the best year for you in hip-hop?
Because of my friends, I would have to say the 90s. It was the 90s. Like music was dope all the way around the board before everything got twisted up and turned up. You know what I'm saying? It was that, go hard from the West Coast, the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? The South, the Midwest, you know what I'm saying? It was just like the 90s. Like, everybody was, everybody had a point to prove. I love competition. I fucking love it. Like anybody, no matter if I respect you or not, I love competition. Right. So if I'm on a track with you, whether you paid me or you're a friend, you have to die. And I'm always going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, anytime me and Prodigy rhymed together, we knew the mentality. I'm sorry, I love you, but you got to die. And me and Sean Price, when we blessed his soul, when we did Metal Detectors, we did Metal Detectors on a thing of looking at each other and saying, my rhymes is better than yours. And that's how we talk to each other. My rhymes is better, nigga. I will crush you. What? You stupid? Let's go.
Yeah, it felt like that. It felt like that. It felt like that. So so it's funny because that mood comes out, yo. It does. It comes out. It totally comes out in every song. I mean, it flows together well and everything, but it comes out in every song. Like I'm like, damn, he's really like fucking aggressive right now. Like shit. like damn. You know, so then yeah, you can imagine what I feel like when I see you rocking the like Pal Joey on the fucking bench on the balcony, you know, doing some house steps and shit or whatever. So, but yeah, man, that's I can feel that energy right there. So if you look at the 90s, I wanted to point this out. Maybe you could share on this too. To me, it was so cutthroat back then that like not everybody made it out of there. Like there's nice motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like when I hear UG, Cellar Dwellers, I'm like, shit.
Shouts to Ugg. Shouts to Ugg.
I lose my fucking mind. Like I'm like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of cats from back in the day that, you know what I'm saying? It was cutthroat. You had to be nice. That's why I think it made it. You had to be.
And you had to sound like you. You know what I'm saying? You had to sound like you. West Coast sounded like West Coast. They dressed like West Coast. Chicago sounded like Midwest, sounded like Midwest. They dressed like Midwest. You know what I'm saying? New York. I don't know why people tend to say New York and then, you know, like New York is the East Coast and the South is the South. That's the whole East Coast. From Maine to Florida is the East Coast.
True.
We're in the same timeline. So I don't know why there's the whole thing, New York is the East Coast and the South is the South. No, it's all East Coast.
I've seen a meme where it's like a map where it shows, it's a silly map, shows United States. And it shows the West Coast, and that's like California. And it shows East Coast, that's New York, and it says like the middle is like some other shit. So I mean like, so I think it's, you know, just some regional shit. Like that's always interesting, like kind of looking at the kind of how we classify stuff. But I mean, there's definitely a distinct difference between Miami bass rap and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you got to be, because it was a party to them. I was down there. Actually, it's a crazy story. I don't know if I was. All right, so.
No, you started it, so you got to finish.
Yeah, I got into trouble. Right? I had a fight between. I had a fight with a dude, and there was a lot of guns outside. Somebody snitched on me, told my moms. My moms got me out of there, sent me to Florida. Now, with my cousin and them, you know what I'm saying, some of them was kind of into the shit, too. So I was introduced to, like, I didn't understand, like, bass music. There was a guy called, Magic Mike, I believe?
Yep.
It was he had no lyrics or anything. It was just bass. And he was
I had this shit for my car.
He was selling that shit out of the trunk of his car. He was killing the game. I was in Jacksonville, Florida. And you know what I'm saying? And I was introduced to the bass music, so on and so forth, and how they got down there. It was when I got sent down there, a song was popping that I couldn't believe existed called Scrub the Ground. And I was like, hold on. My cousin took me to a party, which looked like it was a shack. But on the inside, it looked like a club. And the song came on, Scrub the Ground. The whole club disappears. I'm the only person standing up. Everybody's down on the floor looking like theirs. So I say, are you kidding me? Scrub the Ground. Look it up.
Literally
scrubbing
the ground.
It looked like that. Yeah, everybody dropped low to the floor. I was like, holy shit. And I called my brother the next day. I was like, nigga, there's a song down here called Scrub the Ground. and it is pop. I'm talking about the club. They lost their mind.
Lost. Somebody that remembers that. Like she remembers that shit.
They lost their mind down there. Lost their ever loving mind. I was like, whoa, this is different. Wow. Super different.
How long were you down there for?
That summer. I don't know what, bless my mom's soul, but I guess she felt, I was gonna be so. I was no safer down there. No safer down there because like guns was super easy down there to get. And I remember the day I came back. My boy shot a gun out his window. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna die this summer. I thought I was gonna die.
Oh shit! Yeah. This was no.
It was the era. It was huh?
You said it was the era.
It was the era we were super. The '90s was super out of control.
Yeah, I always say that, man. Like in every facet of the '90s, as far as like to me, whatever scene you were in, there was just a grimy aspect about the '90s, man. Like people were just catching it. Like
it was different. I thought the '80s was bad. I used to sneak it. That era. But they used to call us the worst ones. I really thought the dudes before us was worse than us, but they claim us, so we don't know. It was
not. I mean, everything's different. I mean, I don't know, every generation is different. Now it's like nobody really fights. Like if somebody gets dissed online, they go into the trunk. So I don't know.
It's so quick. I mean. It is what it is. Like, it was. You can't, like, I try to say something sometimes, but, a lot of times, these guys feel if you're not in it now, they don't listen. Dudes been warned us when they're, pick one. Like, yo, you can't do both. Go to school or get out the street. Go to school where if you're going to be in the street, be in the street. Don't walk that line and get you killed.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
I threw a brick at the jails too many times, and then finally they opened the jail up for me. Like I got, I did my bid, and right. I learned a lot.
Yeah, I know you talked about that. And that was out of state too, I think, right? I mean,
If people only knew, if they really followed my music and listened to it, I just started talking about my street life things in the whole half of it.
Right.
The whole half of it is pretty much about me and being in the street, because I can't tell you the whole, just like the title. Like I can't tell you the whole thing.
The whole of it.
I can tell you the whole half of it.
Right.
So
right.
And that's where that title comes from. But
now, it's about. Go ahead.
No, but now I'm starting to. It's therapy to talk about. I found a way to speak about what I was feeling and dealing with when I was in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different, and I like it. I like it to tell my truths, and for a while, I just kept it. I just kept my music MCing, or some people will call it braggadocious, right. And I just kept it MCing for a long time because I didn't want to talk about that side. And people don't know, what I'm saying? Like, I could have got real deep and foul. Yeah, I got it. You know how long it took to grow this, Cornelli? It took 47 years to get this goatee.
Don Corn.
It took 47 years. I cannot grow hair on my face. So I am proud of this. This thing ain't going nowhere. That's it. Anyway. But yeah.
No, I understand, man. Let me ask you a question, like, and you can share whatever you want. As far as like, is it more like some? I won't say PTSD, but where it's just like,
I do have PTSD. I have it.
Yeah.
Because if I'm in a club, naturally, like it's things I do. I know I have PTSD.
Right. No, I feel you.
In a club, like I'm on, naturally, my back has to be against the wall.
Yeah, I understand.
You can get, at the very least, the wrong thing can be, I'm not saying it like I'm tough. Please don't think I'm trying to say it like I'm tough. The wrong thing I can punch you in the face like real fast and feel Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I understand to a certain degree, and it's funny, man, that you share that. Like, as far as just some automatic Jason Bourne like instincts. They're fucking right. You know what I'm saying? Um, yo, so Sean Price's birthday just passed. Rest in peace to him,
Yeah.
and great loss for all of us. And I was at the memorial show. Like it was like I think it was like I don't know 2017, 2018. It was some it was a show in New York, and there was a lot of people sharing a lot of stories and stuff about him. Like for you being his close friend, if you had like one thing to bring back as far as his personality, like what would it be? Something that you knew about him that you would have to have back.
I mean, I could tell a story that I was actually going to do a video about because I forgot. I meant to share it on his birthday.
Sure. There you go.
So, there's one. All right. When Sean and when they were Helter Skelter was doing therapy, Sean hated that album. Sean was going through something. I believe he lost his mom's during that album. So they had a song called, I think they had a song called Therapy, or
Yeah, it
I
was a
forgot
song.
what it was.
They had
They had
Doctor
a
shit
song
on
called
everything.
Therapy. Yeah, they had a song called Therapy, and I think it was Magnum Force. That's the project. So my brother liked the song Therapy. Sean didn't want to hear or anything to do with Magnum Force. So he was on live or something, or whatever he was doing. And my brother was like, oh, yeah, tell him I like the song Therapy. So I was like, yo, well, I think this is when Twitter was popping or something. I was like, yo, what's up with Therapy? So he like, he calls me on the phone. Why did you do that? I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, I have to show that I'm not biased. I was like, what? He was like, I got to block you. I was like, what? I was like, it's not me. I don't even know what the fuck the song is. My brother said he liked the song. He was like, yeah, what's your brother's name? I'm going to send him a friend request. And when he answers, I'm going to block him. And we fell out, yo. That was the funniest thing. I was like, Sean is retarded, yo. Sean, he was super retarded.
Hilarious that you say that because I heard he was notorious for blocking people. On somebody said, a man said, he goes, Sean Price blocked me for saying like he was dope or something. I mean, I forgot what the fucking.
Yo, he would say like literally, he would be like, yo, don't question me about anything about the Fab Five. The next question would be like, yo, Sean, what's up with the Fab Five? You're blocked.
A man of my fucking own shit.
You're blocked.
I love it. I'm gonna say,
like,
say it again. Say it again, because I'm gonna. You're blocked.
You're blocked. And people don't even know he used to really look at the screen and be like, "You're blocked," and block him.
I do that shit with my girl. That is the best shit. I'm looking at it and I show it to her too, and I be like, "Yo, this nigga out of here." Yes, you just made my fucking day, man. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, I can go back to the videos of the fucking the Thanksgiving shit be having me dying, son. The way he's like, I'm invisible and shit. He's talking.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm invisible. You can't. He's like, you can see me. Killed me every time.
He's like, well, you're gonna get some butter on your balls, butter your balls. Yo, at this point in the game, man, what is motivating you right now to do this shit?
Telling my story. I'm a Scorpio. Like I'm a shit talker. I love talking shit. I feel it's so many MCs that I need to murder on a song.
Because you're Thanos.
Stop until everyone dies, yo. Because everyone has to die. That is my thing. That is my thing. Everyone has to die. I have a hit list. I have a hit list of people that I need to assassinate on a song.
What?
And that's people everybody respects. Everybody has to go. Gotta go. Like, yeah, people don't even. The sad thing is, people don't even know the way I rhyme now is not how I really rhyme. I will go in.
You mean you ain't been going in?
I don't know if people will understand the words I was saying, but I think sometimes people don't get the definition of some things I say. Just like in Vocabulary Hercules, I got a song called The Blame. I think a lot of stuff that I say now is so subtle that people don't get it. So now in The Blame, I use oxymorons. And I do it all the time, and it's so simple. No one else, everybody is either punchlined out or what's the name, they're not using oxymorons. So, you know what I'm saying? This is why I say, like, blood still spill in the street. Run the city like an athlete on daily repeat. Messy world, but I drink whiskey sourly neat. Messy neat. Punching niggas in the face with my feet. In cold heat. I speak like a press release. Move the crowd like a chess piece. Wolf elevated the beast. I'm dead serious. Whoever live is going to cease. I'm dead serious. Whoever lives going to cease.
With the break,
like, I don't think people get this shit.
Nah, yo, you are different, man. Flow's different. The first time I heard you, I was like, yo, this guy's different. I mean, and that's what drew me to you. Especially as far as some of the beats you pick and stuff like that. Like, yo, what goes into that for you, man? Because your beats aren't the beats you. I like the joints you do with anything that you fuck with as far as with crummy beats. I'm like, yo, yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah, shouts to crummy beats because they tap into the punch a nigga in the face side of me. Like they just make somebody going to get their ass whipped. Like that is crummy beats is my havoc. Honestly, that's my havoc. Them dudes. It's two brothers. They're not brothers, but they're two friends that do beats, funk and and I forgot the name, but together they're crummy beats and they're a problem. Roz. I'm sorry, Roz. They're crummy. Funk and Roz.
Where are you from?
Virginia.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No.
In fact, I think I locked up with one of their homeboys. That's how we got introduced to each other.
Yeah. So like, yo, when you're making a joint, like take us through that for a minute. Like as far as the process, like, are you know, people do it different. People write shit, hit the beats. I mean, especially it's 2022. Shit's all email. Like, how are you? Like,
yeah, I mean, I hear something or they send me something. I'm trying to develop a crew. I develop a crew. I got Jules Polar, Crummy Beats. It's a couple of people I go to that have beats that, you know, really get it to that era. But I have a new guy that just gave me beats that I'm writing to, A Dot. You know, shouts to Rim the Villain. He's from Tech. He the one that introduced me to him. It's pretty dark. I like it. But basically, I need the up-tempo soulful violence. Especially, everybody's trying to follow the Griselda vibe of slower. What's the name? I want to go the opposite direction.
Please do.
That's what I'm doing.
Please fucking do.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to bob your head and almost be ready to punch a nigga in the face.
That's hip hop, man. That's what this shit is. I'm sorry, man. I'm getting shit, but yo, that shit put me to sleep. Sorry.
Grizzly Dawn, what up, brother?
Nah, I that's what I like to hear, man. I mean, I appreciate you for fucking going there.
Yeah, yo, I want to be the opposite. You don't want to copy. You know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. Like, that's not, like I said, me and Prodigy always wanted to be different, no matter what. I don't care if people feel I'm losing. I don't care if people, whatever. I want to be me. I want people to be like, oh, that's Illa. When they hear it, like, oh, that's Illa. Like, I know that, like, that's him.
No, it's unmistakable. And the thing is, man, I mean, Brother Jay pointed out to us one time, he was like, back in our era, back in the day, on the same bill, you would have X Clan, NWA, Public Enemy, EPMD, and like, you know what I mean? Maybe Too Short, like the same fucking show. Like you had to be different. Now it's about like it seems more like it's about you got to be the same. You know what I mean? To a certain degree. You know, which is
that's because you got people that don't care about the culture. It's a business. It's rap. Yeah. Oh, this is we need. Carrying the Culture sound like this. This was a hit record. Well, we need to find somebody that sounds like Carrying the Culture and put him. Right. That's what we need.
No. Oh, someone asked about. Let's pull up a question for you before we get on out of here. New York
Minute season 3. Yeah, this question pops up a lot. Like I said, we will start filming soon. 2021, it was crazy. Not only did we have to deal with what's the name, I got into a car accident, and then I caught COVID. But we did start filming. We're going to finish the filming, and then we will put the product out. Give me some time, people. We had to deal with COVID, so give me some time. You know, people were nervous, even though, like, I wasn't fearful of COVID, but a lot of people were. So you have to respect their space on that.
Right. I mean, it's
but it will be a season 3. Don't ask me no more. Don't ask me no goddamn more about New York Minute. Go follow the page. Go rewatch it and send it to people that you know who would like it. Do that. How about that? Slap hitter to those.
It's it's coming. It's coming. So that's what people wanted to hear. So I will never bring that up again. Someone asked about are you working with small perspective?
I did a song with him, but I gotta look him up and hit him up, probably get a couple beats from him. Yeah. That was a feature. I just followed, bless her soul, I just followed Sean Lead on that. And so, I really love that song because Sean did it was like why, when I forgot something like that. I know. Sean did I think, and then Rock did I Get.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that, Joe. I can't vaguely. I mean, I do remember that it did catch my ear. There's so much music out, man. It's like overwhelming, like, and it's cats. I mean, like, I want to see what's going on with Illa Ghee. Then I look at the page and I'm like, damn, I ain't been on this cat's page in a minute. Like, and then the algorithms be crazy and shit. But fucking, we fucks with you heavy, man. Like, you've shown us love and you've like been a heavy hitter, big contributor to this shit. And so I appreciate your contribution personally as far as going back and thank you. I'm saying, like, you've been a good dude, man. As far as my interactions with you, and I appreciate that.
It. I forgot the name of this one. Damn, what the next one is going to be. But
you forgot or you won't tell us?
No, I forgot. I can't. We on live and I can't go off the live to find the name of it. And but it's going to be another crazy one.
Nah, that's dope. We're looking for what you got a plan in action as far as when you think you're gonna drop?
I don't know. I'm trying to, I'm trying to make sure I put out the best product. I got a couple songs, you know what I'm saying. Make sure I say something, but like I said, for those that buy it, this is my plan. My sis Kim, what's up? Kim is Godchild. So. My plan is to have these songs, right? Mm-hmm. That you cop these. But for those that's the Illa Army that buys everything, I will have the another group of songs on my website. And once you cop this one, you'll be able to get this one for free. And that's what I'm trying. I'm the only one to deal with the Illa Army. That's it. People that's you know what I'm saying. If I don't have your email or you don't send me your email saying you're Illa Army or don't, you know what I'm saying, if you don't support and buy music and so on and so forth, all my music is on my website. You could click the link to it and copy it. If you don't do that or whatever, online or whatever, like, thank you. You know, if you want to support a different way, if you feel I'm not worth it, then stream it. Or make sure you stream it, make a playlist and stream it and send it to whoever. You know what I'm saying? You dig the web series, share it. It costs you nothing to share it. It costs you nothing to share it. That's it.
Facts. Before we get out of here, quick update on the show. Future guests, Casanova Rudd, Afro, Mondo Slade, Smooth B. We're going to be with Elder Sensei at A+ out in Connecticut. And then DJ Doo-Wop and then Brother Jay. So that's what we got coming up on the show. Big thank you to Illa Ghee, Brooklyn in the building. And we appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely anything we can do to, help support, show love, whatever, let us know. Album drops, we definitely try to give it some legs.
Yeah, definitely go to, like I said, go to illaghee.net. Support everything on illaghee.net. If you want these T-shirts, this is the Slap Hosey Bacon T-shirt. Go to illaapparel.net. You know what I'm saying? To support the Illa Apparel. Illa Apparel, think Illa. This is where hip-hop meets comfort. Illa Ghee TV on YouTube. Support that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this can't be on the fucking Graham wilding out. It's been good, very good to see. So it's been fun, man.
You know what I'm saying? Just, support that. It's an online service. Illa Ghee TV on YouTube. There's many things on there. I have a show called A Beautiful Lie, which I want parents to start talking to their kids because that's a very big disconnect. My mother works a lot and she didn't, bless her soul, she didn't understand that, I thought I was an issue. This is why I chose the street. Pay attention to what your boys are doing because they'll quickly look for love in the street as far as friends, as far as brothers. And next thing you know, they're trapped off and they'll be inside the thing. So A Beautiful Lie is my experience in the street life and what I learned from it. And you need to look for these signs with your boys, especially if you have young black males out there, with the daughters too. But when you have, make sure that's, a big thing for me. Make sure your parents talk to your kids. I have Rhyme and Reason, where I give out what my thought process was for the album and the song titles and everything that I have on there. Of course, New York Minute. All my hip-hop videos is on Illa Ghee TV. It's all in different playlists. And the most recent one I have the Thought of the Day podcast. I have 2 episodes of the podcast over there. The last episode, I talked about Vegas. When I went to Vegas, it was a eerie thing and a good thing because, I was out in Vegas with Prodigy, and we was at the, the Hard Rock Hotel, whatever, I believe is one of them shits out there, whatever. And, it was nostalgia. I went to where Tupac was murdered out there in Vegas, and it was, it was a weird thing. I thought I had to knock somebody out there. And just different things, talking about different subjects, sports and hip-hop. And that's what Thought of the Day is about. So there you have it. Support it.
You got mad shit going on. Fuck with the man, Illa Ghee. Mad shit going on. You staying working. So, and that's appreciate that. So, salute to everybody joining. We're gonna get this up on the YouTube. I'll tag you, share it. Do what we do. And thank you again, brother. I appreciate it, man.
No doubt. Thank you, man.
Please be well. Salute. Be good. We'll talk to y'all guys soon.
All right.
All right, man. Be good.